Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Option Pit Morning Volatility Report. It is Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, welcoming you to, well, what we got going on here. Mark is just commenting here about VVIX in our blog. And even though we are I still think implied volatility is going to stay firm through the Fed. Apparently, we've got we're continuing to rally on more stimulus hopes. And the idea is, Japan's up 7%. You still have crazy implied volatility out there. I'm sorry, realized volatility. And call it implied volatility. Everything is just ripping around all over the place. What we do have now, though, is looking at some of this. We do have the spot price for VIX is getting close to, or actually it's now we're 22.83. So it is, the future is now over the cash, and most of, well, let's just call it part of the term structure is still the backward. We're still a little backward to the back cash, but we still basically have this weird, what I'm just going to only call, this is actually a weird shape for vol, where you have, now you've got the back month kind of signaling a lower value, which is totally normal, but you still have the front pumped up, and we got the cash smacked down a little bit. So this I expect to stay relatively close to the future. I don't know if the SEP future is buying the second leg of this rally today. We'll see. If they pound that, I'll get a little bit more excited about it. As of right now, all the stimulus talk has, out of China, has things moving along again. They're going to cut taxes, all that kind of stuff. So what does it do for us? Well, let's just take a look at one thing here. Let's just get on to, all right. So 5 days, new high for the last 5 days. I believe we are now, right, we had that. This might be, we're approaching, this is kind of like the little spot, if we can get, I guess, to get out of that sort of panicky zone that we have had. One thing that is lagging still, I believe, is where volatility is relative to the index. So the index value is jumping. Volatility is coming down, but we are still moving at such a rate that it is hard for the VIX to actually drop when things are moving like this. And I think the drop in vol is still going to be, well, you're not talking an 18 VIX right now. You're still like 23. So while I think the market is applauding some of the moves, we still have higher volatility. And the higher volatility in general is, I think people are still just a little bit scared about it. Right? Not quite sure maybe these rallies hold, because again, it's just more central bank stimulation. I don't know. I think it's, well, headline wise, it rallies things. We'll see if this really holds on. If it does hold on, maybe whatever was the confluence of events, China, algo trading, whatever that kind of caused the big blow up, or basically fears of a recession in China, if they can avert those, we could see higher values. But right now we're just at that spot. Right. If we look at the vol products, though, let's take a look here. Okay. they still haven't come really down to earth. I mean, it's definitely the bloom is off this for 6 handles or so, but it's not like we're down, you know. We still have quite a ways to go here for these vol futures, and they have been so battered around. It's going to take a while for volatility to get back to normal. You know, whatever the Fed has, and then maybe we have a quiet period for a while, depending on China. But we're still going to see the elevated numbers, I believe, until until the end of the month. Taking a look at SPY, I still think realized vol trades seem to be working out well. You're still getting a lot of movement everywhere almost, and you know the reality is you're starting now. Vol is at least into the teens slightly here, and there's still a bulge here over the Fed. So, you know, we move back and forth a little bit, but ultimately, you're not going to see really any big change. We'll still stay volatile at least till then, right? Because the next bad news or bad number, we could be down to 1 or 2% like we have been in the past. I don't see that changing. All right, everybody. So with that, I will talk to you all later.